Hello everyone, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1984 film A Nightmare on Elm Street. The movie is directed by one of the greatest horror directors of all time, Wes Craven. He also wrote the movie, and the movie follows a group of 4 kids, Nancy, Glenn, Rod, and Tina, who are stalked by a supernatural presence in their dreams named Freddy. Freddy Krueger, he is wanting revenge on their parents for killing him, so he comes back in to kill their kids in their sleep. Freddy was originally a child murderer, and as we find out as the movie goes on, and their parents had teamed up and killed him and everything. It doesn't really explain how he got to the dream world or anything like that. I think that actually would be kind of a cool prequel to do, but the story is just it's told very well, and everything. The movie's really fast paced. It's only like an hour and a half, so it goes by really quick. The cast is terrific. Heather Langenkamp plays Nancy, and she's great in this role. She's probably my favorite. If she's not my favorite horror movie heroine, she's at least in my top 2, because I think I might like Laurie Strode from the Halloween franchise maybe a little bit more, but she's just Nancy's just a really awesome character. Her dad, Lieutenant Thompson, is played by John Saxon. He's really good in this movie. He's a supporting role, so he's not in it a whole lot, but he's really good, and he gets to have a little bit of a bigger part in one of the sequels that I'll get to in either sometime tomorrow or the next day. Amanda Wist plays Tina. She's Freddy's first victim in this movie, and within the first 10 or 15 minutes of the movie, they kind of build up that she's absolutely terrified because of her nightmare that she had about Freddy, and she was scared that something was going to happen to her, and that she wanted all of her friends to be over and everything, and so she gets a pretty brutal death. One of the best kill scenes in the movie out of the ones that happen. She was, even though she's not in the movie a lot, her character has a big impact on the rest of the film. So, but and Amanda Weiss, or Weiss, I'm not sure how you say her last name, but she did a really good job. Nick Corey played Rod, who was being held in jail because of course the cops and everybody think he's the one that killed her. Nancy believes him, of course, but everyone else thinks that he's the crazy person that killed Tina, and but he's a pretty good character. You actually really feel sorry for him, because you know that the way the film's made, you know that he didn't kill her because he's in the room when it happens, but he's not the one that killed her, and you can tell he's like grieving and also trying to figure out how to prove that he's innocent. And Nick Corey did a really good job playing him. Ronnie Blakely plays Nancy's mom. She's the one that tells Nancy about the parents killing Freddy and all that, and kind of has this weird thing at the end. I don't know, I think she died, from what I understand. Freddy gets her, at least, and everything, but the way it ended, it was kind of weird, so I don't really fully get where the ending was going with that, but it pretty much was also kind of showing that this wasn't really meant to be a big film series. It was only meant to be one movie, but Um, they saw the chance to jump on a franchise and they went with it. And for the most part, I enjoy most of these movies, so I'll get more into all the sequels as I watch each of them. And the, Johnny Depp plays Glenn. This is his very first movie role, and he was really good in it. He has probably the most memorable death in the whole movie. His body gets sucked into his bed and blood sprays all over his room. It's gruesome and awesome, and one of the best deaths in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, and one of the best deaths in horror movie history. It's just really, really cool. And Robert Englund plays Freddy Krueger, and he's definitely one of the best horror villains of all time. It's probably my second or third favorite. Probably second after Chucky. But Robert Englund was just absolutely perfect to play Freddy. He's fit the role perfectly. I don't think anybody else would ever be able to pull it off. They tried it in 2010 with the remake that I'm not really going to get into that right now, but the cast was all great. But I think that Heather Langenkamp and Robert Englund were the two highlights of the cast, kind of like in the first Child's Play movie. Alex Vincent and Brad Dourif were the two biggest highlights. The score in this movie by Charles Bernstein is absolutely terrific. It's in my top 3 favorite horror movie scores of all time. I don't know exactly where it would be. In fact, I might do a list of top 5 or 10 horror movie scores sometime, but it just has a really creepy. It gives this movie the creepy, dreadful tone that it needs, and it's definitely fits this movie really well. The cinematography was done very well too. There was a lot of scenes where it's like dark and kind of foggy, and it helped give the eerie presence of Freddy and stuff. I thought they just did a really great job with the cinematography and everything. And the makeup by David Miller that he created for Freddy Krueger was just absolutely terrific. He really looked like he was all like he had been burnt and everything, and I thought he did a really great job with makeup. I think it's the best makeup in any horror movie. They've done pretty good makeup on a lot of other actors and stuff before, but I think that I think this is the best look that Freddy's had in all of them. It's the one where he looks the most sinister and scary looking, and I think they did a really good job with that. Of course, the makeup being great worked and everything, but Robert Englund's performance just really helped add to the creepiness. But this is definitely one of the greatest horror movies of all time. It's definitely in my top 5 favorites of all time, and everything. I'd give this one a 10 out of 10 because it's just excellent movie, and Freddy's one of the top 3 biggest horror icons. Out of him, Jason and Michael Myers are considered the big 3, and it's obvious why, because if you just watch this movie alone, you can tell why. He's just absolutely terrific. But anyway, that's my review for Nightmare on Elm Street. What did you think of this movie? Is it your favorite in the series, or what do you think? I personally am not gonna say if it's my favorite or not, because after I do all of my reviews for the rest of the film series. I'll be doing a ranking of the series, so, but, anyway, feel free to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook at OgreBoy1992. Check out Killer Flicks if you love horror movies. There's all kinds of horror fans in that group. We love discussing horror movies, things we love about them and hate and stuff. It's just really great horror group. And free to like and subscribe, and have a good day.